Happy weekend! I thought that I would drop in, say hello, see how everyone's doing, and give you something else to work on. So, I do have something that is hard, but once again, I guess I think each step was hard because I think back about how hard it was for me to get through. But once again, for someone else, it might be just something you breeze through, not a big deal. Learn how to deal with or manage, what you need to work on and move on, hopefully. Okay, so as I was working on, bettering myself, becoming a nicer person to myself and to others, I still felt like people weren't very kind to me, especially when I felt like I gave so much. I'm the type of person that I show somebody how I care about them off of what I do for them. Like, I try to make their life easier and I try to make them happy. And I don't even consider like my own feelings. My feelings, they've never really mattered, which that kind of breaks my heart hearing me say that. And I feel I might have went through so much in life because my feelings didn't matter to me. I didn't protect them. Like I didn't protect me. And if I'm not going to protect myself, like who is? So at some point, I finally realized like the way people treat you are because that's how you've allowed them to treat you. Like as soon as somebody says or does something that resonates with you, that gets your attention, that triggers you, then that's something that's not okay with you. And you need to say something then. You need to speak up then, because they don't know that it's not okay with you. You're teaching people how to treat you based off of what you allow. So therefore, looking back, like all these times in my life where I haven't been treated very well, which some of it I feel I deserved because I wasn't a good person. But I deserve it now. So don't get me wrong. I've healed through that. Like I've had to forgive myself. Not living in the past no more. But the way people treated me, I finally realized was because I allowed them to treat me like that. And I had to change that. And it was really hard. And it's even harder, I think, with the people who are closest to us because we love them so much that we just want them to be okay. So we don't want to say that we're not okay because then they might not be okay. And you love them, So it was really hard on me to start putting up boundaries. It was really hard on me to say, I'm not going to allow this and I'm not going to live like this and this isn't okay and I deserve better. I deserve better because I don't treat you that way. That's kind of how I started handling it to be able to get through it. Like, if I don't treat that person that way, then they definitely don't have the right to treat me that way. And if I allow it, then they're going to treat me that way. So I now have a standard on what I'll allow, and I won't allow anybody to treat me any less than I treat them. You will treat me the way I treat you. And if you don't, then you don't get to be a part of my life. But of course, with deciding that if somebody was going to be around me in my presence and not treating me very well, then I'd have to start walking away, which isn't easy. It's not easy. Like, I'm such a loyal person. And I started blazing a trail, just walking away from situations that weren't good and healthy for me or my well-being. Like, if I'm sad or if I'm upset or if I'm getting angry every day, then what am I doing? I want to be happy in life. I go out of my way to try to make other people happy. I deserve to be around other people that want me to be happy as well. And if we're not on the same vibration, then I have to go. And it's kind of funny because I've left jobs. Like, I've left jobs, and when I'm with jobs, I'm with jobs for like years. And now when I start realizing that things aren't good, I'm like, no, I will, and I can move on, and I'm gonna do it. And I've left friendships behind. I've left, and it's nothing to laugh about, you know what I mean? I'm not laughing. It's upsetting. Like, I've had to leave so many people behind me. I, um, I went through a lot of pain, and bringing it up or thinking about it, it hurts. This is why I leave the past in the past. But this is, part of our training. So here we are visiting something that I like to leave behind me. Um, you have to start walking away from people and not feeling bad. Not feeling bad because they made that choice. They made that choice. So now when something happens that's not okay with me, I'm like, okay, well, this wasn't okay. So now I'm going to do this to protect myself. So if that means that, for example, I was giving somebody a ride and something happened that wasn't okay with me, well, now I'm going to take that right away. Like, I'm not doing that. If I am helping or being kind to somebody and they are okay with not treating me well, then you don't get that side of me anymore. And you don't get access to me either. You're now cut off from that too. You have to put yourself first. Because if you don't, who else is going to? You have to care about yourself. You have to care about yourself. And once you start caring about yourself and you actually start loving yourself, um, life gets a lot better. Like, I'm really, really happy now. I know it doesn't seem like it right now because we brought up that old shit that I say we leave behind, and this is why. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy, and I'm excited for every day, and I'm excited every day to grow, and I'm excited every day to make other people happy and make other people smile. And it's not even hard. It's not even hard. It doesn't even take very much work anymore. It's good. I'm in a good place, and I just want you guys to be there too. So no matter how hard it is, if somebody is treating you less than you treat them, you got to go. It doesn't matter what they say. The way people treat you is how they really care about you. And if they're not treating you well, I don't care what they say. They don't care about you. Because if they did, they would never do or say anything to hurt you. Please remind yourself of that. Like, as you go through life, don't take any less than you give out. Love you guys.